What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my Miniverse. Today, we are going to check out a few dolls and let us know if they're a buy or a pass. And this couch I picked up on eBay. The listing said My Scene Masquerade Mansion Party Sofa. I bought this a while back and I don't remember if I showed it or not, but it was still in the box, so let's take it out. It says 2004 on the back. It was used, so it has a few marks, but I really like this soft pink color, and it looks like it sits a little higher than some of my more recent Barbie sofas. So let's do this, and then this. It doesn't match the wallpaper in this space, but I like the way it looks with the rug and my Gloria furniture or My Fancy Life coffee table. So let's just chill with that for a second and see how we like it. It's been a minute since I've added to my Monster High collection. So I picked up this Cleo Denial. I paid about $26. There's some character info on the back. Her monster type, Regally Radiant Mummy, Monster Must-Haves, Eerie Smoothie, and Pyramid Chocolate, Monster Pet, Hissette. I do love Cleo. Out of the box, she has long blue hair with blonde highlights in the front and a little bit of tinsel. But it's not too much. This shouldn't take long to pull out. She has colorful eyeshadow with gold underneath, a purple-lined lip with gold on the bottom. She wears snake earrings, a gold-colored necklace, bracelets, wears a top with black mesh sleeves and ribbon details, and pants with gold foiling and cargo pockets that are functional, and she wears gold shoes with snakes on the heels. I absolutely love that she has pants, and she has a few accessories like a bag, gold sunglasses, her pet. We get a large salad with a lid, a smoothie, where we can remove the lid, pyramid chocolate, a bottle of hand cream, and a cell phone, where we can see a few apps on the other side. I love all the details that they put into Monster High accessories. I mean, do you see the chocolate? Cleo is not pixelated. We get cute phone cases. So I also picked up Draculaura, who's a wicked cute vampire. Her monster must-haves are ramen and a hot cocoa thermos, and her pet is Count Fabulous. And looking at the box art, I think all the dolls come with a cell phone. Or should I say eye coffin. Draculaura's case is quilted with little bat ears. She has black and pink hair with plastic hair bows, pink eyeshadow, a pink lip color. She wears white earrings and a black necklace, and has a cute little shrug sweater with pink bows that are made out of ribbon, and the sweater is knit. She wears a two-piece outfit that's pink and sparkly with more bows, and she wears white ribbed leg warmers over pink loafers. We get pink heart glasses, a classic Monster High Skelette purse, a tube of lip gloss that can open, a little snack, noodles in a cup. They are painted at the top, and there's a little label on the front. A pink thermos where we can remove the top. We can see hot cocoa inside, and that the paint is off just a little, and her pet. I don't mind Monster High pets. I feel like the vibe matches the dolls. I think Draculaura's little leg warmers are super cute. So even though I'm a Cleo collector, Draculaura and Venus do make appearances from time to time. And y'all, I was at Five Below walking around, checking out the littlest pet shops, when I saw that they had Mini Barbieland for $2. I think I've paid like $5 for some of these playsets at other stores. And they've got baby fugglers called Baby Pinkles. But then I saw Monster High mini figures, where we're getting 4 for $5. So I bought a set so we can get a closer look. Even though Claudine is on the box, I got Toraline, Frankie, Draculaura, and Cleo. So now Cleo can have a mini. They are about 3 inches tall, and 4 for $5 makes them $1.25 each, which is the same price as the ones I bought at Dollar Tree. I did buy these a while ago. Prices could have changed, but it looks like they were manufactured by the same company, Legend Toys. But But when comparing the two Draculauras, there are some differences and I like it. Frankie has changed as well. The new Frankie does have 2 different colored eyes, but with Dollar Tree, I do have Claudine and Laguna. So we have a nice little mini Monster High collection. And I like that we're getting different looks for Frankie and Draculaura. So if we already have the Dollar Tree ones in our collection, it doesn't feel like a repeat. And they make good dolls for dolls. Here is a doll that I've had for a minute and she needs to get out of the box. Defa Lucy Series 1 Icon Model Number 5. I paid $65 for this doll. This is my second Defa Lucy doll. I first heard about Defa Lucy's Playline dolls, but then they started making collector dolls on their website, defalucy.com, that are sold in batches, and I got doll for 60 out of 500. This doll has rooted lashes, wears real earrings that are removable. She has brown eyes, a deep glossy lip color. I absolutely love her nonchalant look. She has copper saran hair, wears an oversized motorcycle jacket. It's a soft faux leather and it's lined on the inside, has a working zipper, faux pockets in the front, but I think that's a real pocket on the arm. It's finished all the way around. Underneath, she wears a black t-shirt with a pocket. She does have protective plastic. There might be some concern about staining. The shirt opens in the back with a snap. She wears distressed denim shorts with pockets in the front and in the back. There's a faux button detail on the front and studs on the side. They're paired with black sheer pantyhose, white socks, and black lace-up shoes. This doll is articulated with movement at the head, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, and knee. She also comes with sunglasses. I just gotta be careful with those eyelashes when putting them on, but we can see her eyes through them. And we get a doll stand. I think she's a pretty nice collector doll. Glad I was able to get her at $65. I just took a look at their latest release and the dolls are priced around $95. If you prefer Playline, I picked up this Barbie Fashionista for about $11. Barbie and Autistic Self-Advocacy Network teamed up to design the first ever Autistic Barbie. According to a release by Mattel, this took over 18 months to develop and expand representation in the toy aisle. This is Barbie Fashionista number 245, has brown eyes, is shiny and pixelated, has dark hair with a center part, and this Fashionista has added articulation. There is an elbow joint and a wrist joint, as well as movement at the head, shoulder, and hip. According to the article, the added articulation is so the doll can do hand gestures that members of the autistic community might use when excited or processing information. The doll is designed to look slightly to the side, has pink noise-canceling headphones, which I really like. We can see little details on the sides, and they have the Barbie Bee logo. She wears a purple loose-fit dress with matching purple shoes, comes with a pink fidget spinner that really spins. It can attach to the doll's finger so they can hold it, and the doll comes with a pink tablet with augmentative and alternative communication apps. This doll comes with quite a few accessories. The pattern on the dress goes all the way around and it velcros in the back, and it's nice to see added articulation on a Barbie Fashionista. I picked up a few more Mini Barbieland Series 3 compacts. These were just under $3, which is currently more than a whole playset at Five Below. But I still have some that I'm looking for in Series 3. I've got Barbie Fashionista 239 in Mini. This might be the code. I hope I didn't mix them up, but I also got this one and this one, which is 3 of the 10 in this series. I bought these online, so I couldn't check the codes, so there's a possibility we might get a few doubles. Let's open our first one, and yeah! It's a mini Ken doll in an orange and white tropical outfit. And here's the code that was in the bottom of the box, so we can add him to the shelf. Let's open the next one. Please don't be a double. Please don't be a double. Please don't be a double. It's a double, but she has a different code. And our last one is It's Barbie Fashionista number 242 with type 1 diabetes. And here's the code. Not too bad, we got half of the series. And of course, we can take our doubles and add a little paint. I'm using a multi-purpose acrylic paint, and let's add a little gold to make a mini monster highland, Cleo Denial, turning our doubles into a whole new collection. Speaking of collections, I said once I got one of each figure, I was gonna stop with Little Peach Riot Sleepover, but I really want Gigi Prank Call, so we're trying one more time. These are by PopMart, and a PopMart just opened in Georgia. So, will this really be the last time? I don't know. Is that a phone? Yes, it's a tiny phone. Oh my goodness, I think it's the one I've been looking for. The little phone can be removed and the cord is stretchy. It's too small for a 1/6 scale doll, but I like the detail. Now let's open the bag and see our figure, which is Gigi Prank Call. Wearing blue pajamas and laying on a pillow, this figure has bunny house shoes that are flocked for a little extra detail. And she can hold the phone to make a few calls. We also get a card, and I guess I am done. But let us know what you think about everything we've seen today. Thank you for joining us while we checked out a few dolls and minis. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram and YouTube at MyFroggyStuff and Bella of MyFroggyStuff on Instagram. And we will see you next time. Bye!